Welcome back to Full On Football, of course, with our three lovely guests. We've got Doug Paterson, Senior Coach of Comets, and Adriano Pellegrino from Metro Stars. Got a bit of a frog in my throat when I said your name there. And Giannitto, the Senior Coach of NAB. We're talking State League now in this section, and would it be right to say that you're looking for a spot in the top two for promotion this year?
Yeah, definitely. That's the goal. We fell one short last year, so it'll be a big disappointment if we don't get promoted this year. So that's what we're working towards, and you know, so far 2 games undefeated, and hopefully with a game with Port Pirie this week, we can carry on the good work.
Now, I mean, you've been there 2 years now. It is.
Yeah, second year.
Second year now. In your eyes, has the club developed from when you first started with them to now? Is it given you enough time to see that?
Well, definitely. I mean, they were around in the amateurs for 20-odd years. NAB, they've got a bit of history, but this is their 3rd year now in the State League, and they've got some good young kids. Most of the age groups have filled up from under 8s right up to seniors. There's women's teams out there, so they're on the right track. You know, to get promotion would help the cause. It helps attract a lot more players, quality players, and a lot more sponsors as well. So they're working towards that, and they're a good bunch of people down there to work with. And you know, but it all comes back to the seniors, you know, trying to get promotion, and that's what we're, you know, working towards.
So what do you think is the key to be able to do that? I mean, we've got a real variety of teams this year. I mean, with Playford coming back down and Northern Demons coming back down, I mean, they're very strong teams. Port Pirie don't seem to be doing so well to start with. You've got a real melting pot of different clubs here. What do you think is going to be the key to this year?
Well, consistency. I mean, it is a tough league. Like Dougie knows, he was in there last year. You know, you want to get out of there quick, smart. You know, the West Adelaide coming in, and Sassy now to make it 10 teams, so you actually played 3 less games. You know, both the Port Pirie teams in there, so there's a bit of travelling, and you know, the Gawlers, the Playfords, the Salisbury's another northern side. So you know, it is a tough league to get out of, and you want to make sure everything goes well for you, and to get off to a good start is the key. And so far we've done that, and we've just got to carry on with that now. So you know, that's the key.
Well, let's have a look at what happened over the weekend in round 2 of the State League, and here we've got the results. We had Gawler going down to Playford 1-0, with Pullen scoring the goal for Playford. Sassy and your team, Ange, drawing 3-3. How did that, I mean, I'll just read out the scores. Monterosso with a brace, and Mullen for Sassy, and Piscineri, Setti and Scalzi scoring a goal each for NAB. How did that game pan out for you, Ange?
Well, we got off to a great start. About 5 minutes in, I think, Larry Piscineri scored an opportunist goal from outside the 18-yard box, and then probably halfway through the first half, we made a basic error, and then the ball got stolen, got a corner out of it, Sassy did, and we failed to mark up, and I think young Mullen scored the equaliser at 1-1 at half time. And second half, we again got to the front, a cracker goal from Nathan Setti to put us 2-1 in front, and at that stage we started to get on top, and I thought we were going to go on with the job, and actually young Setti had a great chance to make it 3-1 from 5 yards out and missed, and from that point on Sassy actually got to the front. They equalised at 2-2, I think Monterosso, and then got a second to make it 3-2, and then 10 minutes from the end Marco Scalzi popped up in the back post and scored with a great header to make it 3-3. So, I mean, it was entertaining for the people that did come down and watch, and Sassy's a good young side. They're well coached with Martin Crook and Noel Clark, and they've got some good young kids there. You know, we can say it was 2 points loss or 1 point gain, but you know, we didn't lose, but they're going to with the other teams, and you know, we just got to make sure we learn for oppositions when we do get the opportunity opportunity, and hope we learned last week and do a better job this week in Port Pirie.
From the games that I've seen Sassy play, they look, I mean, obviously they are, I mean, they're young guys, they're very, very fit guys, but they're not so savvy in a lot of football ways that older guys. I think this is going to be a team that we have to keep on, because to go through the season, they're going to learn a lot more, they're going to be able to do better, and
there's young talent in the state, and you know, when they train a lot, you know, they're going to surprise a lot of teams. They're a bit young, they're probably the physical side of it, because they're going to surprise a lot more teams, and you know, all goes well for their season.
And let's look at the rest of the scores there. We had, well, surprise, surprise, Seaford defeating Toros 3-0. What a great score that was.
That's a good result for Benny Dale down there. He's done a bit of work in the pre-season. Benny, well done.
He's had a guest speaker speaking to his players over the last week, and he was again there on Saturday. So great stuff there by Benny Dale. Frayne, Nichols and Jelf scoring those goals. Port Pirie 0 went down to West Adelaide 2. Markovic, he's their new striker for West Adelaide. He's a fantastic guy, great finisher of the ball. He's able to get onto a ball very quickly, and he scored both goals there, so terrific stuff. And Salisbury 3 defeating Northern Demons 1. Spibby and McKenna and Pearce for Salisbury, and Edwards scoring for Northern Demons. Then we also had a catch-up game that was played again on Easter Monday. I actually went down and watched this game. West Adelaide up against Sassy, to be able to see the two new teams in playing each other, and let me tell you, West Adelaide, a very strong side, defeating Sassy 4-1, and there you can see that name. Be prepared to see this name more often every week. Markovic scoring a hat-trick, absolutely brilliant. You know, they have just got this guy that can just finish off these balls that are being passed to him absolutely brilliantly. And again, Costalos finishing off there with another great goal, and Costa with a penalty. Well, let's have a look at where everyone stands on the table for the State League, and very interestingly, we've got West Adelaide up on top. I guess if you put it in alphabetical order, it would be Playford. Myself, I would put there, because they're all...
Did you do this table, Nat?
No, this is from the FFSA table.
Just thought I'd ask.
So I would actually put Playford up there on alphabetical order. But anyway, West Adelaide up on top. Let's give it to them for this week. Up with Playford. NAB, Angie's team on in third place, not far behind them there. And Salisbury in fourth on 3 with Northern Demons and Seaford. Seaford would be happy with that. Sassy on 1. Western District Toros, Agorla and Port Pirie yet to get some points on the board. And the Salisbury and Western District Toros match that was postponed from round 1 will be played on Saturday the 7th of June. So that's a long time to wait to play a round 1 game, but obviously that's the only time that they can fit it in or schedule it in. Let's have a look at the fixtures for round 3 for the State League, and Ange, if you can be kind enough to read these out for us.
Round 3 fixtures for the State League this week is Toros versus Sassy at Pennington Oval at 3 p.m. kick-off. Gawler versus Salisbury United at Carbeathan Reserve, Anglevale, Everston Gardens at 3 p.m. Playford City versus West Adelaide Blue, the top of the table clash there, Ramsey Park, Elizabeth, 3 p.m. kick-off. NAB at home to Port Pirie City, Athelston at 3:15 p.m. kick-off, and the Northern Demons versus Seaford with a night game down there at Burn Park, Port Pirie at 7 p.m.
That'll be a long trip back after a night game there. They may have to stay up there, I would say.
Depends if you lose, it's a long trip back. If you
yeah,
win,
it's a great trip home.
A great trip back.